Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. So at this time, I'd like to introduce the evaluation team. And the general evaluator tonight will be Caleb. Good evening, everyone. As the general evaluator, it will be my job to call my evaluation team, which will be the archive, grammarian, and the timer for this evening, as well as give a general evaluation of the meeting as a whole. And should I go ahead and call the evaluation team now, or? I can call it soon. And that is my role for the evening. Thank you. All right, thank you. Next, we will have the timer, which is David.
Everyone, I'm David and I will be your timer for this evening. As timer, I will be recording the time of each speech. I believe the only time event this evening will be the table topic speeches. We don't have any prepared speeches, or so therefore no speech evaluations. So for our table topics, we'll have 1 to 2 minutes for each table topic. At 1 minute, I will turn on the green light. At 1.5 minutes, I'll turn the yellow light. And at 2 minutes, I'll turn on the red light. And so ideally, table topics will be between 1 and 2 minutes. But if you're less than a minute or over 2 minutes, yeah, that's okay as well. If you really have something to say or don't. It's just that it's good to have a goal in mind, because people like me tend to talk too long like I'm doing now. So thank you very much. And that's my role for this evening.
Oh, so that's next, we will have the all counter, which is here.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I am your counter tonight. As an counter, my role is to detect filler words such as or something like this. Plus, I have to find out your unnecessary words used, such as unnecessary and so something like this. By the way, tonight I want to remember filler words, not fitting words. These two words are always confusing to me as a non-native speaker, but that's a filler word. Thank you.
And the grammarian for tonight will be Olivia.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role this evening is I'll also go over the word of the day. Our word of the day is jovial. It's an adjective, and it's described as being cheerful and friendly. She had a jovial conversation with a good friend. That's my role for the evening. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Oh, thank you. And last but not least, we have the table topics, which is going to be done by Donovan.
But off the cuff. Speakers like you. Like you. Have a topic. That's one of the introduction. And then he would give you an answer to 1 to 2 minutes. So basically that's what Hilltoppers is. So there was 2 ways I could do it. One, I can ask the question, and ask 1 to 2. And then the second way I would do it would be either ask 1 to 2 and then ask the question and topic. That's my vote for this evening. Thank you.
But those are the roles for this evening. And since we don't have prepared each, we'll move on to tabletop.
So tonight's theme is the holiday season. So today, I put up a couple holiday festive questions. So first, I'd like to ask for one to. Maurice. Right. Maurice, your question is, what is your favorite Christmas singer and song?
Oh, thank you. The question that was asked to me was, what is my favorite Christmas singer and song? Fellow Toastmasters, honored guest. During the jovial holiday season, Christmas, I don't really have a favorite Christmas singer and song per se, but coming up, one song that there's a couple songs that I've heard coming up. One was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Gene Autry, and another was White Christmas by Bing Crosby. And other songs by other famous singers, I've heard those along the way too. But those are two of them that say favorite. So, asking for favorites.
Second round to. All right. Well, thank you. Your question is. Thank you.
Is my favorite holiday drink. And there's only one time a year that I do it, and I vowed this year that I was not, because I'm really trying to monitor what I consume. And that would be, my favorite beverage would be eggnog. I like a little spice, but eggnog is one of those things that I don't want to think about how it's made. Because when I think about that it's made with very processed eggs, raw eggs, however, when you put it together, oh goodness, in front of a warm fireplace, and dinner has been served, it's almost like just a little bit of a dessert in a cup. You don't need much, maybe 4 or 5 ounces. Sip it slowly, and it just really sets the mood. And so, it is in the holiday season, you're going to see eggnog in the grocery stores. That is my answer. Back to you, Mr. Taylor. jovial. Have a very
We're not gonna come back. Okay, so your question is, I don't know what your the faith is, but so my question to you, and you read Christmas tree, is what Christmas tree topping do you put on?
Fellow Toastmasters, my question was, what Christmas tree topper do I use? I'm afraid my answer might be pretty boring. Right now, a man living in an apartment by himself, I don't really decorate all that much for Christmas or any holiday in general. And when I do decorate, those decorations don't usually come down in a timely manner. Currently in my kitchen, I have this fall foliage that I have decorating on top of my, well, not over my stove, but over my sink. And I've had a Christmas tree that's about yay big, sitting in front of my fireplace for about 2 years now, that my mom got for me. Which is terrible, I know. But things get busy, especially if you're working and you lose track of what's going on. That said, for this tiny Christmas tree, I don't know if there's any topping that would actually fit on top of it without crushing it immediately, like the little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. But I do believe it has just a little bit of light strung around the top. And that is my answer to that question, and back to you, Donald.
So, you're not gonna ask. Okay. David, your question is. Okay. What kind of Christmas cookies do you like to eat and make?
So, good evening, everyone. My question is, what kind of Christmas cookies do I like to make and eat? As far as eating Christmas cookies, so far I've liked all the ones I've tried tonight. This evening. And I'll share with you that I have an addictive personality and I can become addicted to sugar very easily. At one point in my life, I was eating. It was scary. I mean, people think I'm joking, but I would actually go to Krispy Kreme donuts and you could buy a mixed dozen and then get like a dozen glazed for $1 or something. And I would eat, between the two, I would eat a dozen donuts a night. And then I would just lie on the floor like in a sugar coma and just be in bliss. I mean, it was, but I fortunately was able to get out of that habit. But I do love cookies and I do love Christmas cookies. I shared earlier that I'm not a cook. I don't really cook any myself, but I enjoy other people's homemade Christmas cookies. I remember when I was a child, we had a neighbor, a good friend of mine, Austin was his name, I played with, and his mom, each Christmas would make Christmas cookies. I mean, she would bake for weeks and bring not just us, but all of our neighbors to sampling of just like it was 30 or 40 different homemade cookies. And it was so amazing. Each one was different. And I can still picture that. Traditions like that are very special. She eventually grew old and moved into a retirement home and has passed on. But that was a special time in our life, Christmas and Christmas cookies. So that's my answer. Thank you. And back to you, Don.
Okay. We'd like to go next.
I'll go next.
Okay. Okay, first one question tonight and answer the question. What holiday, do you actually celebrate? Do you really celebrate Christmas?
That's the question before the question.
Ah, okay.
He wants to know what is it in your culture, so you can ask the right question.
Probably on New Year's Day.
Oh, yeah, that's his deal.
So, what is one New York State tradition you and your family do together?
You don't get the word today.
I cannot wait to see you for yourself.
Holidays in Japan. New Year's Day is a major, major, major holiday in Japan. Probably not only Japan, but also many Asian countries. Sometimes New Year's Day is same as the Western or Christian calendar. Sometimes that means solar calendars. Sometimes some country uses lunar calendar. In Japan, we use the solar calendar just like American, and then New Year's Day is the same day as the United States. Although we have a time difference. What we do is we enjoy a lot of food, and then David mentioned food's cooking. But we do more healthy way. Foods are overall healthy, and even we eat a lot. We eat a lot, but we don't really need that much calories. We're so lucky. That means we're healthy. So lucky for me. And we ate many food, especially mochi. It's rice cracker. It's really sticky rice mochi. That's the special food. And plus some other all the different dishes. When I was small, my mom cooked, well, probably older generation, they used to cook, probably takes on 2 or 3 days before New Year's Day. But now usually people buy it because more variation, easy, and then cost effective too. And in my family, we don't have that much tradition, but my mother, we usually clean the winter cleaning before the New Year's Day, because New Year's Day is a big day, and we want to, in the New Year's Day, the reset of the life, reset of the year. So we want to have the special days in the clean environment. So until probably last 1 week, people busy cleaning the house, very, very deep cleaning. Then 31st, New Year's Eve, we eat the noodle. While we eat the noodle, it's easy to prepare, and people already tired of cleaning, prepare New Year's Day. So let's eat something light, something easy, and then we eat usually noodle. The New Year's Day coming. And the New Year's Day, the 30 midnight, 12, and we enjoy some temples hit the bell 108 times, 108 times. I heard that now neighbors complain, so they don't do it anymore. That's so sad though. But I can understand, because middle of the night, they hit the bell, they're so loudly, they disturb my sleep. But also that's only once a year, and that's so sad to me. The New Year's Day, we usually wake up late because we go to bed late. And we enjoy food, and small children get the cash from the parents, grandparents, uncle, and all the relatives. And I did once when a few years ago, I spent New Year's Day in Japan, so I give some cash to my nephews. And then I feel like, are you going to get free cash from me? You're so cheap. But I hope they enjoy. I give the American dollar, so that they probably just for fun for them. And then first 3 days, we enjoy New Year's Day, and then many many companies, business, stores, retail stores, they close the first 3 days, and people take their 3 days. And my mother, even first 3 days, she's trying to be relaxed. She's it's moving. The first 3 days, she pushes herself. She pushes herself to be quiet, relaxing, and they enjoy the holiday. Probably my mother's behavior is of my family's tradition in New Year's Day. Thank you.
Thank you. You would like to go next? Okay, that's me. Your question is basically a whole question, but based on Christmas. What is one Christmas tradition you and your family do together? He's a bunch.
Let's do the dot. Same thing, thank you. You don't want to get a sick.
Well, not just yet, I have a year and a half left on medical school, so eventually you'll get there. But the question that was posed to me was, what is my favorite Christmas tradition to do with my family? And one that I really think about is, me and my sisters have two younger sisters, and I have my parents. And what we like to do is to come together and we like to bake. So it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's like cinnamon rolls, we also like to make different types of baked goods like bread. And my favorite of all of them is actually the sugar cookies. So what we do is we make the sugar cookies from scratch. And then from there, we make the cream cheese frosting, and we have different colors so we can decorate the cookies. There's always something that I look forward to as a sugar cookie set. We make as a family and be able to decorate them, whether they are different shapes or different types of holiday figurines or whatnot. So I like the ones that have the different forms that you have. So you put the cookie mix into the different forms, it's in a pan, and then you have like different shapes that come out, like different types of candy canes. You might have like a stocking, you also might have the Santa Claus, and being able to decorate all the cookies and have something that we've made. And it's something we've been doing since I was a kid, and we've been able to continue it. And it's just something I really do enjoy doing. So making food and having different types of traditions that we keep as a family.
You would like to go next again? Again. Okay. Your question is, do you use a specially cut tree or a fake tree?
No, use a
Specially cut tree or a fake tree? Explain.
Absolutely.
Good evening again, fellow Toastmasters. My question is, for Christmas, do I use a fresh cut tree or an artificial tree, fake tree? And my answer is, I use an artificial tree. And for multiple reasons. Number one, I've only had a live tree growing up as a kid. And it was just the two of us, my brother and I. So one of them, every day or every other day, had to water the tree and then vacuum up all the leaves and then make sure we double inspected all the bugs so that we don't cause any hiccups and that may lead to a forest fire in the house. Needless to say, that was not a jovial experience for me, and it kind of ruined me wanting to be bothered with a live tree. Throughout the years, I have bought bigger trees and taller trees, and they look really real, but at the end of the year, I just take it away and bring it back out the next year. I do love Christmas. I love decorating for the holiday, and I love everything about it. But a live tree, oh, one other thing, I don't really care for the smell. I know most people love the smell of pine and all of the Christmas trees smell. For me, it's an artificial tree is the way to go, but everything else about the holiday I try to stay in a very jovial spirit. As long as I don't have to be bothered with cleaning up or disposing of. That's it for me. I'm back to you. Tabletop master.
Who would like to go next? Do we have a time for them?
One more.
Okay. Going to go with Maurice. Okay. What is one childhood Christmas memory you remember and look back on? What is one childhood Christmas memory you remember and look back on?
Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, what was one childhood Christmas memory I remember to look back on? I guess most of the quote unquote memorable Christmases in my life was when I was a preteen. And I was one of those kids, and maybe you were one too, where fear was put into me that Santa Claus was not going to get me something. Because I was bad. And well, one memorable Christmas in particular, I don't know what year it was or how old I was little, but I actually tried to write a letter to Santa Claus. And what I did, how I got the zip code was, I saw North something. I mean, it wasn't North Pole, it was just North something, and I used that as a city and zip code. And that is one memorable Christmas that I've had coming up. And if I could think of another one, maybe if there's another table topic next week on holiday or whatever the theme is, maybe I'll come up with that. Back to you, topics master.
Thank you for I thought tonight we will get about section tip topics tonight. Even though that we're gonna add speeches, well, as it is, and I enjoyed giving Logos jovial answers as well. So other than that, I'd like to connect on back to the Toastmaster meetings.
All right. At this time, we are at the next portion of the Toastmasters meeting, and that is the evaluation period. And our general evaluator for tonight will be Caitlin. Thank you, Maurice. As the junior evaluator, I will be calling out my evaluation team. And to start, I would like to call on the timer, which is David.
Good evening, everyone. I was your timer for this evening, and so I timed all of our table topics, and I must say I had a jovial time doing it. So we started, our first table topic was Maurice, and his was 1 minute and 16 seconds. The second topic, table topics, was Olivia at 54 seconds. Third table topic was Caleb at 1 minute and 15 seconds. Our fourth table topic was myself at 1 minute and 45 seconds. The fifth table topic was Carrie at 4 minutes and 16 seconds. The table topic number 6 is Bethany at 1 minute and 20 seconds. Our 7th table topic was Olivia at 1 minute and 35 seconds. And our final 8th table topic was Maurice at 1 minute and 43 seconds. I think everyone did a good job this evening. Carrie may seem to have gone a little long, but actually she had some really passionate, interesting things to say. So I think sometimes it's good to be the exception and go with it. Right, thank you, Carrie, and thank you, everyone.
All right. For the next evaluator, I would like to call on the counter, which is Carrie.
Good evening again. Maurice's first speech, I didn't hear anything. Peter's word. Second speech, also I didn't hear anything. Olivia, first and second speech, I didn't hear. I forget. Michaela, I think I did one, very end of the speech. David, I didn't really anything. And myself, I caught myself twice at least. But that was very jovial time for me to talk about my culture. And Bethany, I didn't do it anything. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. I want to say for the next evaluator, which is the grammarian, that we have a very jovial group before I lose track of saying it. And that there's always a good laugh to be had in these sessions. So I would like to call on the grammarian.
Good evening, everyone. Again, I have the pleasure of having the role of grammarian and listening for the word of the day. And I will add that we did very good on our use of the word of the day. Throughout the table topic speeches and the evaluation portion so far, I did not hear any misuse of the English language. For the use of the word of the day, Maurice 3 times, Olivia 3, Donovan 1, David 1, Kaori 1, and Caleb 1. Very good. I think we had a very jovial experience tonight, and I am happy to be here. And I admit that I enjoyed every minute of your speech. And that's what, in my opinion, topic speeches are all about. When you find a topic or something that you really want to talk about, and then you just start flowing. You didn't have any notes, you just went seamlessly from one area to the next. I just have 2 questions. Can I ask you those questions? So the first one is, why do you give money on New Year's Day? Is that just like to bring good luck for the year? Because I need to see, can I get somebody to give me some on New Year's? So why do you give money on New Year's?
I don't know why, actually. I never really thought why.
Okay, and the next question is the noodles the night before, is that a Japanese tradition or is that just mostly in your home?
It's Japanese traditional soba noodle. It's a light noodle. And we're going to eat a lot of food in the New Year's Day. So try to eat something light. And also it's easy to fix. And the people tired to prepare the New Year's Day for New Year's Day, cleaning, cooking food, something. So just make it something easy.
Yes, I am big on the cleaning before New Year's or the holiday period. I do more fall cleaning than I do spring cleaning. And the day before a major holiday, we always do white. Sometimes it might just be a sandwich, or sometimes we even do breakfast. So we might have some, a breakfast sandwich or something, but we eat light the day before holiday too, because you got this big, huge feast that you have to eat in just a few hours. Thank you very much, everyone, and I enjoyed my role tonight. And back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Olivia. For my general evaluation of the meeting, I'd like to say that I think a lot of these meetings are always really great, especially the hybrid meetings when everyone comes together. And especially with the theme of the holiday setting and the word of the day being jovial. And it's really fitting. And I loved hearing everyone's table topics. And Carrie, I know something that I really caught on with your table topic was the New Year's cleaning, the day, 2 days before, which is
days.
a week.
Weeks,
before.
or some people prepare the weeks or.
That's- That is a tradition that I really need to start doing myself, so I don't have a Christmas tree staying up far longer than I should. But I will say my mom was very glad. My mom got me the little Christmas tree and she asked if it was up this Christmas and I said I hadn't taken it down. And I'm not sure if she was really excited about that or if she was just like, what is wrong with you? That's the meeting went great as a whole, and I believe that is all I have to say for the evening. I'd like to hand the meeting back to our president and Toastmaster for the wishes.
Thank you, everyone.